Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you through the patch notes of the most recent patch in Lost Ark Russia. Huge patch for the game in general, but especially for the PvP scene. I want to focus in this video on the general things, not like every single little new upgrade material that came along. You can read the whole patch notes yourself, so I'm going to link you in the description below this particular article. Also linked in the description below, my 6-minute guide on how to play Lost Ark in Russia. A fantastic time, actually, to be honest with you. It's getting better. The time is getting better and better to play Lost Ark, because let's say the more you wait, the easier it becomes to catch up to people or to have a lot more fun as you're gearing up through tier 1, tier 2, tier 2.5, etc. So you know, with every patch it gets better for you guys that have not played it so far to actually come in and play it. I want to focus a lot in this video on the PvP scene and how huge this particular patch is for it in Lost Ark Russia as well. Korea has been having this completely equal PvP thing in ranked and arenas for quite a while now, but Russia also got it today. There's a bunch of new upgrading materials, as I talked to you about. There's a bunch of new NPCs, a bunch of new treasure chests, etc. Now the PvP system changes imply that as of today, gear no longer matters, not even the 20% that it used to matter so far in Lost Ark. Everything is completely equalized, and not only that, even more important than this piece of news is the fact that the PvP combat and the arenas and everything has been revamped, where everyone inside the arenas gets more HP to play with, so that means the fights last longer. No Devil Hunter can two-shot a summoner anymore, and because of that, fights are a lot more pleasant. PvP in general in Lost Ark is a lot more pleasant, first of all, and I'm also getting the feeling that a lot easier to learn for new players. When I learned PvP in Lost Ark, it was the old system where, you know, you had 15k HP and you got 2 or 3 shotted by a Devil Hunter, and that was all of your arena. You had to queue up again and spend another 10 or 15 more minutes in order to actually start practicing PvP in a real scenario, play it and learn your class especially in unranked. Right now, everything from ranked to unranked is super nicely done, in which you can actually get to look around what's happening to you, maybe come back from a mistake 2 or 3. Absolutely huge change for the PvP system in Lost Ark. I highly advise those of you who are playing Lost Ark at the moment to give PvP another shot if you've given it one in the past and you maybe didn't like it, or you know, you didn't really have time to practice because you kept getting owned. Give it another shot now. There is also new maps for PvP. On top of that, there is new currency which has replaced the old PvP tokens. They have increased the amount of this currency that you get per arena loss or won, and also they have decreased the cost of PvP equipment in general when you buy the gear with these particular tokens. Now, very interesting change, extremely interesting, is this one right here, where you can purchase with these new PvP tokens. You can purchase boxes of Acrasium, not boxes, Acrasium 1 and Acrasium 2. This is a huge deal for PvP as well, simply because so far PvP was completely unrewarding in terms of, let's say, gear progression. Not that you needed anything more than item level 380 to do good in PvP, but I'm just saying now the PvP players have even more than they had before. Before they just had, you know, kinda equal gear, kinda nice ways of making gold by selling the seals or whatever they could purchase tradable from the PvP merchant. But right now the PvP players have absolutely everything only within their line of work, if I may say it like that. If you are a completely PvP player and you just want to play Lost Ark and just PvP all day, now you actually have the technical, realistic opportunity to just come in, just play PvP and progress with your gear like that. Of course, it's a little bit weird to just do PvP all day long and expect that your progression is very fast, or as fast as people who do PvE or PvP plus daily quests as well, because this Acrasium is not unlimited, right? But just saying, if you want to take 2 years to get to item level 580, in terms of PvE, because in PvP it doesn't matter anymore, but if you want to do that, then you have the realistic opportunity to do that. It's just facts, it's here in front of you, right? This is how the new map looks. Really nice looking new map, darker than the previous one. It was only one for 1v1v1 PvP, now they have this one, so it's a very nice breath of fresh air. On top of that, there are these effects around people who have earned a specific rank, like translated by this Google Translate as leader and marshal. For the rest of the patch notes, which are also extremely exciting, every patch note is exciting, but this one is just extremely exciting. Faster in getting tier 1, tier 2 and tier 2.5 equipment because of XYZ reasons. The guardians drop a bit more mats for you to craft those things. The dungeons drop, the boxes from the dungeons drop you more. They lowered, as I was telling you, the cost of PvP equipment from the PvP merchant. If you want to go that route, it's just like PvP and that's how you want to progress with your gear, that's perfectly fine. And on top of that, they also mentioned here that doing dailies now, the daily quests, is gonna give you more Acrasium 1 and Acrasium 2 than it did before. More by quite a substantial amount, if I may just be completely honest. So it's really nice right now to do the dailies. I had some bags saved up from the past, about 100 bags from before this patch, and I can tell you that you don't get more Acrasium from the old bags. You have to start doing new daily quests in order to get them. Yeah, cool. Some guild system changes. We're not gonna get into the whole guild thing. There's quite a lot actually of guild changes. New rewards for MOKOKO seeds up until 850. Very much needed. I have not really looked into what kind of rewards they have here, but as I'm looking now, I don't see absolutely anything of nice value. Not sure what these boxes are. This card might be actually quite nice, but these upgrading materials also, I guess. So okay, I've already named 4 things that might be actually nice. Regardless, these things and these things are just Kappa rewards, but it's MOKOKO seeds after all. It's something to do on the side of the game. New island heart rewards as well. Very curious. I didn't get to go to the lonely island offer yet, so I can see which sailors are these. It would be very interesting to actually know. A giant heart also as a reward, 250. Actually, these we already had, so I'm not gonna look into them. New legacy levels. This is something super epic. When you reach legacy level, like your account level, you have played enough, you reach legacy level 150. This is the wallpaper that you get. I saw this in Korea when it first came out. I didn't have it myself, but I saw it, and it was absolutely super amazing to have this. This is a really unique piece of pride, let's say, to have in Lost Ark. So, you know, playing the game a lot, I'm pretty sure some of you are close to to legacy level 150 because you're maniacs playing in Russia. But just saying, this is a super nice thing, and you should be very proud of this. Other than that, a new boat. This is the boat, the Argentine boat, and you have to do the daily quests on. I will actually show you the daily quest. You have to do 30, unless they changed it, 30 daily quests on this particular island. Yeah, and then after that, this is an Epona, right? And after that, you get this particular boat. A very nice boat to go into stormy waters with, a very high resistance to stormy waters. And what people in Korea used to do is they got this boat and they got the purple sailors for it to do more damage to the ghost ship boss, and they could just breeze around in the ghost waters, as long as in the storm waters on the Procleon Sea, as long as they wanted to check the spawn of the ghost ship. Yeah, other than that, it's also a pretty fast ship, and it has some pretty interesting sailors, a couple of new NPCs, a couple of packages to exchange with them, some maps, new ringtones, new songs that you can acquire, new daily tasks, and so on. Something that you can read about it yourself. That was everything, guys, that I wanted to go through. Highly recommend trying Lost Ark if you haven't tried it already. Remember, I have a guide in the description below, 6 minutes and you're you know, kind of playing the Russian version. There's a lot of English speaking players on the Russian version right now. The server that you should pick, by the way, because you guys keep asking me, the server that you should pick when you join the Russian version of Lost Ark in order to have the most amount of English speaking players and English speaking guilds is the one that I'm gonna show you once my game is generous enough to get me back to the character selection screen. This is the server right here, you can see it on the screen. I wish you guys lots of love. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'm gonna see you really soon. Take care, stay safe, and wash your hands.